YouTube, Facebook. We've got all of you. Looks like you're all here. All right. Perfect. Let's get the ball rolling here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Okay, so today, what are we doing here? Chamber of Innocence, find a staff of purity. Okay, well, we've been buzzing through this content pretty fast. I mean, we don't put a lot of playtime in, to be honest with you, not like a lot of people. So, all right, so we're gonna have to go over there. All right, so we have a few, and we can't fast travel to there. So we're gonna go through this way. Let me fix something here. I just noticed I forgot to do. There we go. Make it a little better. All right, let's keep going. We're gonna skip this one. We've been doing all of these, but yeah, I want to get through this map. I want to get this next ascendancy done. So we have to get to the Osiri to do that. That's our goal today, is to get our third ascendancy done. All right, well, let's double back, grab all the stuff that we just kind of blazed through there real fast on. See 4 scrolls of wisdoms down there. Oh, hello. It's one of the pieces I want to update. I have most of my end gear already. We already are using pretty much all of the end gear that we need, except for a couple pieces. Shield is one. Belt and shoes and gloves. Everything else is pretty much set. Ring, helmet, weapon, armor, body armor, pretty much all set, ready to go.
You'd already be dead.
All right, let's keep going. Go down this direction, I guess. Actually, that's a good piece just to break for mats for the currency, so we'll grab it. We don't need it, but we'll grab it. All right, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna just push a little bit of XP out of this place while we're here. Plus, I can't remember, but I thought, we'll see. I thought there was something else in here. So yeah, I'll explain to you here. Going Chartless, got you. I saw your message, bro, and I'm actually, I want to get in on the early play test, but it doesn't look like they're going to let me because they want to use the beta testers that they've been using, which makes sense. Also, what I don't like is I think there's an embargo. If you early play test it, there's an embargo on streaming, and I don't do much gaming unless I'm streaming. So I'm kind of like, because the early play test is tomorrow. It starts tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, if they have clans, I guarantee you I'll make one. I have one in PoE 2. I don't have one in PoE 1. And to be honest, I don't play PoE 2 that often just because I don't really like it that well. But I do play it, I mean, every now and then. Well, it's crossplay too. I mean, that's the good thing about Chronos Odyssey. I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. I mean, and I see their schedule for their releases and their updates they want to do, and I'm excited about it. But I'm hoping that it's not going to be one of those things that, yeah, it looks great, never comes out, or takes forever to get out. I don't know. I mean, when you watch the interview with the developer, it sounds like they're ahead of schedule, but we'll see. Definitely looking forward to it. I think it's going to be one hell of a great game. Yeah, it's supposed to be no pay to win. I mean, they show, I mean, if you watch that, which it sounds like you did, if you watch that video, the gameplay video, they show a good, what, 25, 30 bosses in there. And oh my gosh, the graphics look great. The storyline looks really, really interesting. Yeah, I'm psyched about it. And I'll be honest with you, they said Q4 2025 release. Yeah. Well, the early playtest starts tomorrow, and they've already gone through the beta. It looks like, and I'm hoping it's going to be Q4. It would be great. I mean, we're coming up on it quick. I think it's going to be a cool release. I really do. I think people are going to be surprised because it's gone kind of under the radar, and I didn't really discover it. I had somebody a viewer told me about it, and they said, you need to go check this game out. And I went and checked it out, and I was like, oh my freaking gosh, this game, it just looks incredible. So yeah, I'm waiting for it. I did apply to get into the early play test, but from what I understand, and it makes sense, they want to use the same team they use for all the beta play tests. Okay, so we're done here. Let's go. The crafting looks really cool. I mean, I don't know how much I really, there were a couple things that I thought was a bit odd for the game, but I mean, the content looks like it's deep, which is great. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited about it. I really am. I'm hoping that it's going to be as good as what it looks. You never know. You know what I'm saying? We've been burned other times. I mean,
Time and tide wait for no man.
the fact that they want to do it for free, I think, is great as well. It's a Chinese company, but they're partnered with an American company, and that cacao or whatever it's called. It looks pretty good.
What have you got for me?
We'll see. I'm hoping. I have high hopes. It's not far away. I think we'll see. I'm hoping that they allow some people to stream this early play test, but so we'll know here in another day or two how good it really is. But um, I heard that it was going to be embargoed. Don't know if that's true or not, but if it's embargoed, none of those guys that are going to be playing it can stream it at all. But we'll see. Um, I mean, the bosses looked incredible. I thought the fights looked like there were a lot of mechanics to it. To be honest with you, I thought it looked hard. I thought the game looked like it was going to be a really hard game, which I'm glad to see. But not impossible. Not like so hard that you're never going to win. You're never going to beat it. But definitely looked like there was going to be some challenge to that game.
Remember, we do this.
Greetings. Remember, greetings.
I know since I made the video on YouTube and TikTok, it hasn't gotten like a ton of views on TikTok, but it's gotten a lot. People are really, surprised to see it on YouTube. They've not heard anything about the game, and it's been pretty, one of those games that's kind of sat under the radar. All right, well, put this with my other gear for my alts, I guess. This is what I'm already, and people have been asking me about this build. Is it a Korean game? I didn't know if it was Korean or Chinese, but that's cool. They really seem to be dedicated to the game during that interview. I thought it was really, really good. What's up, SGH? Good to see you, man. Uh-oh. Man, don't tell me we're gonna start getting disconnects again. This server has been a disaster. I mean, really. Everybody's complaining. It's not just a server, it's over and over and over. But they're getting a DDoS attack right now in Europe. I'm doing good. Hope you are too. They're getting a DDoS attack in Europe real hard. So I was just going to show you because people have been asking me about this build, and I will get it published, but I want to just test it more in maps. I've only ran a couple maps so far in low level before I publish this, and any tweaks that it may need. But it really requires one piece of gear. It doesn't have to be a 6-link like I have, but it definitely requires the soul mantle. If you don't have the soul mantle, you're going to have to replace a skill on your gem with a totem gem, and you're going to have to still run arc and everything else. The way this piece works is because I throw arc in here, this piece then turns arc into a totem, a spell totem. So I can just run and drop them and run and drop them and run and drop them. And I mean, I can go really fast. I've slowed it down for what I'm playing here. But that piece is a requirement. I mean, as early as you can get it. Now, I got it from a mercenary, and then I played with it and got it to be 6-link. Then if you can, you want to add this once you get to a high enough level. This is going to help you out a lot with not only speed, but it's going to help you with casting and a little bit of mana. I mean, this is going to be good. And then the Bride Crown is another one that I'm wearing. You can see how it gives me the armor while I'm stationary. Doesn't help me a lot, except for in boss fights a lot of times. And even then, I'm usually not standing still a lot, but still, it's a good piece. And then I use this ring, kick a zero. All right. Increased mana regen, reduced effect of curses, regenerate. All right. And lightning and 10 all attributes. So that's what I'm using. Everything else, these 3 pieces, these 4, I'm really kind of using for resistances. And my resistances probably aren't that great. Let's see. Actually, cold is a little low, and of course, chaos is actually really low. All right, we got our bags cleared. I don't have a clan on PoE 1. Yeah, I don't have one on PoE 1. I only have one on 2. The patch for yesterday, I didn't see it. Hey, what's up, Harley? Good to see you. I didn't see what it was about. I just got the patch, but I think it had to do with some stability issues, and I think they were tweaking the mercenaries a little bit more. People were complaining that they were too powerful early game. So that's what I remember hearing, but don't quote me on it. Okay, so we still have to go back into here. Now we got to go to the next site. Oh, actually, we still got to go to. We don't have to go back there, but all right, here we go. That's where we're going to go to get to where we need to go. Yeah, I don't have a clan in PoE 1. To be honest with you, I haven't played it for quite a while because they just stopped supporting it, really. I mean, I went and did some of the events they had, but, you know, I got played it for a long time, and if you're not going to give me new content, it's hard for me to support. And that's true with almost every game that I play. So, yeah, I didn't really plan on coming back to it like a lot. Because again, no new content. I kind of figured, what's the point? We have to go all the way back to, where are you? I think we actually went the wrong place here. Let's see. We have to get to the Ravage Square. Probably would have been better to go through the Cathedral rooftop, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, let's see if they keep supporting PoE 1. If they do, then I'll create a clan, Heartless. I mean, because I hear you, bro. I have a clan in every other game, but this game I never have, and I will start thinking about that. Jonathan, thank you for the follow. Got to Act 3 last night. Is fire more powerful? I'm seeing that fire is taking things out quickly. At certain points in the game, and especially certain areas, you're going to see that SGH. And so sometimes it's good to carry a couple gems because you may have to switch, you know, depending on where you're at and what area you're at. I've had to do that before. I've had to switch around. A lot of times, and I know they did some nerfing on lightning, but a lot of times I was switching from lightning to fire, and sometimes using both, especially early game. You made a ranger. Ranger's a good play. Anytime you can play, honestly, to be honest with you, I think in PoE 2, it's even, I think, more important, but range is such an easier play. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have some marauders that are awesome and they can handle melee just fine, but sometimes early game melee is not very forgiving. So this is why I gotta kind of slow down in here, because I get way, this guy right here, my mercenary, he gets way behind me if I go too fast, and I can't keep him alive, and then he starts dying, and he's better alive than he is dead. We've upgraded him again, and we're probably gonna have to upgrade him even again. Yeah, melee is rough. Melee is rough early game. I mean, once you get a little bit later game, I mean, not that late even, real, but yeah, early game melee's tough, man. Even just like with the very first boss. I can't remember the guy's name. The very first act one, but I mean, yeah, melee can be rough. That's why I tell people, especially if they're new to PoE, start off with a range play, because it's I mean, you can do a witch and you can make a range, you can get it, you can do a ranger. There's so many different range plays you can do. Necro's kind of tough early game too, though. For a new player, I think it's tough, I guess I should say. Okay, so well, we don't need to go up here, but we will. Yeah, I mean, I'm a poisonous SRS build. There you go. I think for new players, PoE 1 sometimes is intimidating a little bit, and so I oftentimes will recommend play a range. Especially like a ranger, I think is a good play. A witch, ballista maybe is a good play. Until you get a little bit further in the game, and then you're gonna go, okay, I get it. We're just grabbing XP here. I want the XP. I want the points. I need the points badly. Let's go this way. Sorry. Turned around. Oh, I thought you went down. Silly me. I'm running on past you thinking you're gone. I'm a level 70 something, 72, level 72. Yeah. Man, we might be able to do something with that. Let's just take it and play with it. Shield is one of the things that I'm willing to upgrade right now. I've got most of my end game armor already and running with it, so jumped right over every one of those mines. Boots is another one that I'm willing to upgrade. And my flask, of course. Yeah, heal on block. There's a lot of different for this build. I've been looking for a few different things, and We'll see. I've been playing with different ideas here. We'll figure it out. Well, let's go ahead and do it. Why not? Come on, you guys have to quit dicking around over there and get in here. All right, here we go. Okay, we went too far. Come on.
Good job, Exile.
Oh, we'll break that for sure.
The winds of change billow through that room. The architect of storms will.
Okay, let's keep going. I made a note on what I wanted for my shield actually, because I've been playing with different things. What I'd like to get on my shield is maximum 1+1 to my maximum totems and more life. To be honest, it's about all I need, and I think this build would be darn near perfect. You didn't see a necro at the beginning. Oh well, it's not really a necro. It's more of a witch build. Yeah, it's not a choice as a class. You're right. I call it a necro, but it's a necro build, is what I should have said. All right, I wanted that very badly. Let's make sure we're not going to get ambushed here. All right, now we're going to fill this guy up, and this build will be just about done. Might want to break both of those. Problem is I'm going to get full real quick here if we keep grabbing this stuff. So let's do a bit of rearranging here. So I'm just breaking it, but this I was going to play with, but we may just want to drop it. Well, we'll break that too if we got room. We'll see. We'll see how well this is going to go. Okay, there's the apex. We've already done this. I don't know if you guys remember it, but boss is already dead, so came from Twitch because of the commercials. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. Okay, he vanished. Skitterbutts decided to leave. All right, let's keep going. Which way do we want to go here? Basically, we've got all this area cleared out.
to revisit the past?
No, not really. We're not.
I'm of House Kyaxon. That should be warning enough.
Yeah, I think Twitch is doing a lot more commercials than they used to. I think they're in a little bit of financial trouble, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not surprised that you left and went over and watched on TikTok instead of Twitch, sadly. I mean, they're showing more and more. From what people are telling me, and I don't watch a lot of Twitch, to be honest with you, but a lot of people are telling me the same thing, that it seems like the ads are getting more and more and more, which is too bad. Kind of a sign that maybe they're in some trouble. Okay, well, we're good. I've had a lot of Twitch people go from Twitch to, well, some have gone over to YouTube, though, to be honest, to watch me as well. Again, I don't watch a lot of streamers, so I don't really know what has a lot of advertising, what doesn't. I need to cast my curse more, and I don't use it too often. I should use it way more than I do. Yeah, we'll go up this way. Yeah, I think Chronos Odyssey is going to be an incredible release. I'm excited for it. Early playtest starts tomorrow. Sadly, it's, unless they've changed it recently, sadly, it's not available to everyone. All right, well, I guess we didn't need to come in here. I was just grabbing XP. I suppose we should go back to the Ravage Square. Go to where we need to go. This is about as clear as it's going to get, I think. I think Buck Fever, I think Chumba has a Pathfinder Ranger that he's been playing. He's right behind me in level, and he's been enjoying that a lot too. I asked him if he was using a ballista with it, which he said yes. I told him, if you're using a ballista with a ranger and some type of other skill, you're going to be just flying. I thought he said he was doing rain of arrows, but then yesterday I think he said he changed out of it. Do something else. I don't remember what he said though. All right, back to the Ravage Square. This is a big map, the Ravage Square. It's just kind of, maybe not big, it's just the way it's laid out. It's end to end. So we're gonna try to get through this as fast as we can, but not leave a bunch of junk on the ground.
Nicely, Exile.
Ah, we're full too. Oh, and that's got a lot of pieces to break on it, so let's grab it instead of this one. I'm not going to use it. I have an archer mercenary I guess I could give it to. Might help them. Might help me more, though, with mats, to be honest. Speaking of Elden Ring, now you brought Elden Ring up. You know, I own that Night Rain, and I got to tell you, I just think it's lacking in some areas really bad. I mean, super no voice chat, no. I mean, it's like kind of built around multiplayer co-op play, but they made it just so freaking stupid to do, I think. Anyway, I didn't really enjoy it. I mean, I still play it a little bit, but I don't stream it, which tells you I'm not really enjoying it. And I don't play it very much. The entrance was over there for one of the places I need to go to, but we're just going to clean this all out. I can't throw my totems down fast enough. Whoops. I left something there. All right, so there's the Osirian. That is where the next that I need to do the ascendancy at. So we want to come in here anyway. I think there's something else we had to do in here as well. Maybe, I think. Yeah. Search the Osirian for elixir of allure. Okay, so there's a few things we can do in here besides just... Yeah, there's the bone pits, which we're going to go into as well. Let's go. Yeah, he'll tear you apart. You heard him.
You stain the ground with your presence.
What's up, brother?
You
You are a what? A level 67. Okay, and let me see. So now, once again, guys, I've told you this before. This is PoE 1. This is PoE 1. This is the new league for PoE 1 that just started. I've told you before that if you look at a mercenary, the new system of renown that they now give you, you will lose renown if you don't kill this guy or take something. So one or the other, you have to attack this guy. All right, so we're going to take these. He doesn't have anything else I want. Or we could hire him, which I was kind of looking at. Let's do this first before we attack him. This is what I'm using now. He's a level 61, and he's been really, really good. But
the judgment is yours.
we could replace him with this guy. But he's Let's keep what we got. Let's take what he has. All right, let's do that.
Your valor is his to measure. Power is divine. The code is clear. It is forfeit.
So that's how you do it. I mean, it's as long as I do something, as long as I attack him and win, I don't lose any renown. Now, if I lose renown even more. So, yeah, keep that in mind. I mean, it's not explained very well. So, anytime you look at a mercenary, if you don't attack him, you're going to lose.
From the pit to the grave.
You're going to lose renown. Now, how important renown is, it's still left to be seen. You know, it's still left to be seen. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got a lot of currency, bro. I was on last weekend and I couldn't really play because I was my internet was down, but I was using my phone as a hotspot, and about the only thing I could do was trade and trade and trade and trade. Saturday and Sunday. I got a bazillion currency right now that plus it helps that just like what same in Diablo 4 and in PoE 2 actually, that I do have a buddy that plays way more than me, and he gives me a lot of mats, orbs, whatever. Whoa, I wasn't paying attention. That was stupid. Idiot. And he gives me anything I need and a lot of, and I don't know how he gets them. I don't care. I don't ask. I just know that I met him through in Diablo 4, to be honest. And I've helped him with a lot of other things, getting gear and some other things that he needed, and he's helped me a lot with mats, especially in Diablo 4. Because I was running people through so many things. Now he died. That pissed me off. I wasn't paying attention. And I was just saying this guy never dies yesterday. Unless it's an ascendancy, because I hate the ascendancies. I don't have the patience to dodge all that stupid stuff. I just fly through them. And sometimes I get killed for doing that. We need to upgrade our couple pieces here. Yeah, when do I plan on going on a motorcycle ride? That's a good question. Usually my only available time is on the weekends. Okay. Well,
We may just discover the truth of this world.
I forgot, and I'm not going to need any of this stuff. I'm just grabbing it to break it for mats is really the only reason I'm grabbing them. All right. You know, in Florida, motorcycle riding in June, July, August, man, I mean, you cook, especially when you ride a full dresser like mine, where it's a heat generating monster. I think this one is all darts. I don't remember. I think so. Oh yeah. And they hurt. And ow, and ow. Well, it's too bad. I should be using Flame Dash. It's actually not even on my skill bar, even though it's in my... Done.
Must know precisely where he stands.
Now we can go do that Ascendancy, which I really want to get done as well. Let's go ahead and finish this off here. We still have a lot to do here. All right. I think the motorcycle riding down here in Florida. See, I come from Midwest. I come from Chicago, Iowa, and Illinois. All right. I did most of my younger years there in that area, and you could ride a motorcycle pretty much all year until you hit a lot of snow. But down here in Florida, since we moved here last 13 years, I gotta be honest with you, man. Riding a motorcycle down here, especially a full dresser like mine, you just cook. You cook every stop sign. I mean, unless you can hit open road, great. But I also live kind of outside of everything, but all the main roads, I'm very close to Disney, but I'm like not in a busy city at all. I'm in a kind of country setting. But all the roads are just, I mean, constantly jammed. If you know Central Illinois area and Disney area, you know what I'm talking about. It's just bad. And it's people that just don't look. Honestly, motorcycle riding down here and during most of the time, because there's so many tourists and elderly, and I'm elderly, okay? But, that's why when the neighbors complained about my motorcycle being so loud, I'm like, yeah, it needs to be loud. Because people don't see me. They have to hear me. If you hear me, then at least I go, okay, he knows I'm here. But even then, it's sketchy. And I'm getting old. I want to buy a trike, to be honest with you. I've been a guy that always never wanted one my whole life, but now getting older, a bum shoulder and all of that. Been thinking about it a lot. A lot more than I wish I was. All right. And let's just make sure that I'm correct. Yep. So I want to go back through that same entrance that we came in, because I don't want to have to do, although we're full. Well, crap. Maybe I do have to go back to town. It just sucks because every time I go back to town,
I am no beast
I'm
of
full.
burden.
I have to run through that whole stinking thing again. Bike Week 1993. Where's my skitter bots at? I didn't see them. Are they there? Oh yeah, they're there. Okay. So the way this build works, just so you guys can see it a little bit more, I've been asked a lot of questions about it. First of all, these are arc totems. They're not a skill gem or anything you can find. You put arc, you put the skill of arc in this piece, Soul Mantle. It doesn't have to be a 6-piece. I made this into a 6-piece, but you put it into this right here, arc, and it'll turn it into a totem, which is really nice because you can just keep flying and run. I also see me throwing these mines, right? And then I have skitter bots that are running ahead and setting them off. They're supposed to be. They're not exactly a surefire method, but it seems to work pretty good. I kind of stumbled on it a little bit. And there's other ways you could do the same build and probably make it even better, I imagine. This is actually the first time I've ever played a Templar. I've always done Witch, Marauder, or Ranger, always, for years. Never played a Templar, never played a Skyan either, and I really want to do a Skyan Flicker, a Flicker Strike, but I haven't yet. I have a Witch this season as well. That's right, we're full. So what am I doing? We should be turning back and going to town. Let's see if we can find the first. Oh, we're full. That's right, duh. F-150 Lightning, yeah. Bike Week has changed a lot since 1993 too. A lot. All right, so we're gonna make room for this stuff. A lot of this stuff we're not gonna use anyway, so we're just grabbing it to break. All right. It's a lot of good drop right there. Okay. It's a good farming spot a lot of times. Not always. But you run across so many elites that it helps out a lot. Here's the door that we're looking for. I think, I hope. Is it? Oh, no, it's not. We went the wrong freaking direction, homie. That's all right. We're getting lots of XP. Let's just keep pushing it then. We'll just clear it all. Wow. Gotta be kidding me. I already have that, so I really don't care, but we'll leave it. We already have flame dash. It's actually in one of my pieces of gear. It's in my weapon, but I don't use it. Now I will be using it when we get into maps, for sure. But right now, it's not something I need. I might want that though.
I am no beast of burden.
I do not have that one yet, so let's do this. Grabbed a lot of stuff here to break. That one. Need to get back to town, I guess. I'm a Templar. This is a Templar. I've never played a Templar before. This is the first time I've ever done it. I've always done Witch, Ranger, and all that, like I said, and I'm loving the Templar. People are right. They always told me for years, you should play Templar. You'd like a Templar. I was always like, I really like the Witch, Marauder, and Ranger. But now I'm loving it. And so now I'm actually thinking about doing a Skyan Flicker Strike, because I've never done a Skyan either, ever. God dang, okay. I gotta say, the Templar is really easy play. I'm amazed at how simple the play is with this guy, but and even early game, pretty simple. I don't see a lot of people playing it, which is kind of surprises me. So the mines I'm throwing is actually causing this right here, Wave of Conviction. And Wave of Conviction lowers their resistance on lightning. So when I throw my totem after doing that, they're already a little bit weaker. And it has a much greater effect. But I don't always throw them. And I've gotten lazy as I've played here, and once we get into maps, we're going to absolutely have to do every single bit of this build, but yeah. Yeah, let's clear this out.
Shattered bones.
This is kind of my own Arc Templar build kind of thing. I'm sure there's one online if you Google it or something, maybe, I don't know, but I know there's a lot of builds for the Templar. I just kind of did this one, honestly, just because of the gems I started with. The gems I started off with, I was using a totem, fire totem, and arc as a skill. And arc as a skill doesn't lay these totems. It just does lightning arc. So then I just kept going towards lightning damage and fire damage as much as possible because I was using those. And then I got this piece fell from a mercenary. It was only 3 link, I think. I changed it, modified it. And when I put my arc there, it turned it into these totems, which was like super cool. I was like, oh, heck yeah. I've never played this class before, so I don't know a lot about it at all, honestly. I know very little about it, to be honest. This is the first time I've ever played it. I'm enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad I did. I think one of the easiest builds to do, though, is Ranger and anything with a bow. Start with a bow as a Ranger, and then as soon as you get any type of ballista, start throwing ballistas and using your bow. And I think it's a super powerful build. What's over here? You know what? It's not where I wanted to be either. Can't find this entrance, and I don't remember where it was. I just keep going past it, I think. But we don't need to be in here either. I mean, not where we want to be. But it's going to keep dropping these scroll wisdoms, huh? All right, let's go back out. Oh, wait, let me look at something. We have this waypoint now, so we're fine. We're full up. Let's go back. I think one of the easiest classes to play in this game, if when you're first starting, is the ranger. I really do. I think that if you get a bow, and if you can get, like I said, one ballista, you're gonna fly through content. I mean, you're literally gonna fly through it just running. It's what I've always recommended people start off when they play this game, is using a ballista, because it's just so good. Yeah, one gave me a freaking refund point. Who cares, right? We have to go do this ascendancy that we just got, so we need to make some bag space here. I actually probably need to go to my hideout because I need to get rid of these two. We got that so we could break it. Oh, but I said maybe my haggler, gambler, there you are. There's my mercenary. So, flame quiver. Well, what he's using is better. So that's good. We'll break this. Use the P. Have mats. I said I might play with that. What else? Oh. Not gonna use you. Might. No. Okay.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
Oh. Thought it would change on its own. Apparently not for maps. To Divinia. Oh, that's for you. Whoa, I just put all of you in there. All right, so let's go. This is gear that I want to play with maybe later. When I get some time, and also maybe for some alts I have. And I said I needed to go. Oh, you need this.
This may not. Do you see that altar?
hate these.
May you return with ancient artifacts.
Can't do it because I don't have the... Oh, I do. What am I saying? Duh. All right, let's go. Not a big fan of these, but we'll do it. It's XP. Leaving a lot of stuff in the background there. Trying to keep my eyes open, but okay, well, moving through it pretty fast. Could go faster, but I don't want to leave absolutely everything behind. My witch could use maybe, I doubt it, but we'll take it. Okay, why not? I wasn't going to do this, but what the heck, why not?
My mana is spent.
It's XP, right? We'll take it. It's not a lot. You never know when an essence may come in handy when you're doing some crafting, but quite honestly, I very, very, very rarely use them the way I probably should. It's usually an afterthought. Did I say, oh man, you know what? I should have put that withering essence on there. Here's another one. Again, why not? We'll just do it. Doesn't take long. You know? The Skitter bots are great little scouts, because if I see what direction they're going, I know that we have enemies over there, and I can just throw totems out that way and they're dead, or throw my mines, which I'm doing now. We're just taking down everything using mines, and mines are like, as far as mana goes, nothing. So when you start throwing those, you can see my mana drop. When I start throwing arcs, then we got a mana problem. And another one. Okay.
I must have time to gather my will.
Oh, he's a little hanger. He hung on, huh? That was actually a good one to do. And you can see I got a lightning golem that follows me everywhere. I'm not going to say he gives me the greatest amount of asset, but every little thing you can get helps. And I mean, he does do a good job. I mean, I'm just saying, I think the mercenary does better. But the golem's definitely helping with my lightning abilities. A little bit more death and destruction. All right, so we've got this whole side pretty much done. Let's just grab this little middle piece here, because I'm just going for XP, trying to get another point. Crossroads. I probably don't need to be grabbing any more flasks, but we'll keep grabbing. having this guy, my mercenary, doing this smash that he's doing, it really helps with, and his leap, it helps a lot with my mines that I'm throwing. He's triggering them all. And I have skitter bots that are doing it, but I could actually lose the skitter bots as long as I kept a mercenary that does that. But he's the only one I've seen that has that skill, that ability so far. I mean, I'm sure there's more, but okay. Got to go back to town. We got what we needed. Okay, Rick. Well. And what, season 9, Diablo 4 is what? In another 2 weeks, I think? 2 weeks? So that should be interesting. And I think some of the changes, personally, I like some of the changes that I'm reading about. I didn't play the PTR at all. I like some of the changes that I'm reading about for season 9. Whether or not they're going to be as good as what they describe, we'll see. You never know. You really never know about Blizzard, honestly. You know that you can count on them screwing up 90% of the time, to be honest. I hate to say it, but it's true. And still, again, with no endgame content, they're just not keeping the player base. I mean, people play it, don't get me wrong, just like me, they play it, but we don't hang out anymore. We don't sit there and kill Darrell 10,000 times anymore. It's just gotten boring and stupid, and they've had every opportunity to fix it and give us something. They haven't. So until they're willing to make a commitment to give you something to be able to stay there, then there's no point in, run your character, maybe run an alt, and then adios amigos. Let's just clear this, because I remember there's a bunch of junk in here too. Let's just grab as much XP as we can before we go to the crypt. We still have to go run our other ascendancy. Okay, we don't need to be here either, so let's go ahead and go back. All right.
So, this is... If you're thinking about dying...
Into the most dreaded of thickets, you must... Many an artist of it. Farewell.
At 12%, 16%. Need to go do this ascendancy, the next ascendancy too. Oh, we got some things still to get done here, obviously. A little bit of work still ahead of us. Because what I think minimum endurance charges, minimum power charges, maximum power charges. 8% increased mana regen. 30% increased maximum mana. For life, transfiguration of mind. That's going to be a little bit too early for that one, I think. I think we're going to have to go here on our next group. And then we'll go this way. I think.
Yes, I know. Fare you well.
I greet you.
All right, so we had to go back and turn those in. I forgot to do that. As much as I've always preached to you guys to always remember to go back and turn stuff in, I totally forgot myself.
Hello there, Exile.
I don't want to go back there.
Greetings.
I said we needed to go to my headquarters, which we do. My hideout, not headquarters.
Remember, humanity needs us.
Oops.
Ale.
It's interesting, right? All right. Oh, is that a silver? It is. We'll play with it later. All right. Break and break.
Hello. For freedom.
For freedom. What was what? What was what? What was what, Buck? Was quiver, you mean? Got a few. Got this one. I think the better of them, though, of these three, I wouldn't say any of these are great, but they're good for lower levels, probably. Yeah. Oh, the Goblin's Laugh. That's an add-on you can purchase. It's some weird, yeah. It's one of your friends or pets or whatever you want to call it that you can purchase. I don't have any relics. I don't care about that. That's what I want to. I don't understand why I can't store that in my. I don't understand why I can't store. Oh, I can store it there. That's what I was thinking. I thought I could store it there, and I wasn't. I thought it wouldn't let me the other day, but wrong. I'm wrong. So here's crafting. A lot of people don't understand, but once you get that, you're going to be able to do some craft. I'm not going to do anything here. I'm just going to show it to you real fast. You can't craft these pieces, but for example, if I throw this shield in here, right now I have it crafted to have fire resistance to help me. But you can add any of these things to it. And I've already crafted this, but I can change it. Remove crafted mods. I can re-roll it. A lot of different things you can do in here. And it just gets better and better as the game progresses. As you unlock recipes. And unlocking recipes you'll be doing it for a long time. Let me just say that. It's going to keep you busy. I could put those in here as well. All right, these will take you to go do heists. These are really, really fun. I actually love them. I really enjoy them, but I haven't done many of them. I usually don't do them until I get bored in maps, and then I go and start doing them. But they're actually lots of fun. All right, so we gotta go do this still. Staff of Bears to break through Katava's horns and defeat him. Chamber of Innocence. We still haven't even unlocked yet. There's a lot in the Ravaged Square. I told you, it's a big map. There's a lot of walls. Not walls, but like these things that'll block this. That'll block your path. So find a way to destroy Katava's horns. And if I'm watching chat, I run into these blocks a lot. So if you wonder why is he running in, I'm usually looking at one of my chats. I don't see where I'm going. Okay, here's the torched courts. I thought we were already here. I might have been thinking somewhere else. Oh no, that's where we want to be. Okay, never mind. really enjoyed that skill either, to be honest. I can't say I've used it enough to really know if it's doing what I think it's doing. But
You'll find no faith here. Need to make sure of that.
let's just clear everything out here before we fight this guy. I don't need to be pulling a bunch of junk in. All right, here we go. Let's go. What are you all about here, my friend?
God will answer for
Okay,
you.
you're a Templar, so I'm gonna take your stuff. I want to replace my gloves. Let me see that 147. Let's see. Yeah, your gloves aren't that great, bro. See your boots; those are terrible. So we're gonna take your dual welding too, huh? We're going to take your stuff.
We're both beyond salvation, Exile. Insignificant! Take it in. Makes no difference to me.
There we go. He's done. Super Incinerate. Huh. Never used that skill. For a while, I was using that Ray burn early game too. Forget what it's called, but it's a ray of fire, and it just was melting bosses. It was all I had to do is just use it for literally, as soon as I fired it up, boom, done. That was early game. Okay, let's go back this way. You know what? While we're here, let's just go clear this out. We're getting closer to getting another point, so let's just grab as much as we can. XP is moving slow now once you get this point in the game. All right, that's it. Let's grab that gold. Which way? think we're just about done in here. Still a little bit more, but for the most part, we are wrapping it up. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. He hurt me bad too. I'm lucky I looked right when I did. I heard the sound and I'm like, what's going on? Just about dead.
Must have time to gather my will. My mana is spent.
It's a persistent little booger, isn't he? He's just going to keep popping up. There you are. I've been looking for you, man. Peepers. Molten Strike is another good one. I use Molten. Wait. No, I don't. Do I? I did. Now I switched to Molten Shell. And I have it set up with automation, so you don't see it down here at all. And once I pop automation, and then I also have a more duration support here, so it keeps my Molten Shell on all the time almost. It's almost always on. Molten Strike is another good one, yes, for sure. I think I used that early game as well. A lot of it is I just know most of these maps, so I'm able to stay pretty safe in them by just popping stuff I needed. Maybe I don't want to use that. I was playing with the idea of using Caster on Critical Strike because this guy does such high critical strike damage, but I could automate even more of this build. But I think we got it pretty much where we want it. I think I got too much shield and not enough armor, to be honest with you. And I've been going back and forth between armor, more shield, and trying to play with which one's working better this league. It's just, I think a better balance would work better for me. Which we're going to change a couple pieces of gear, so we're probably going to end up going that route. Making a little bit more armor heavy and not so much, because I got a lot of shield, maybe too much, in my opinion. It depends on how I use it. You know, some of the we're thinking about changing gloves too. Those are good gloves. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What hit me there? Was that chaos? I missed it. I just heard the sound. Again, looking at chat screen and I hear the sound. I know my chaos resistance is low. And I actually think I have another one that's low. Oh, cold. It's not that low, but it is low. It helps because then I know the map, because then I know where to throw these ahead of time, kind of ahead of me. So definitely a big difference if you're a first time playing the game. You really got to move through some of these areas way more cautiously than I am. Okay. Should have cleared this side out, I think. All right. Took out the mercenary mudflats in 4 hits with molten strike. There you go, bro. There you go. Yeah, here's the thing. The mercenaries won't upgrade their level. So you have to upgrade your mercenaries as you go, but you can upgrade their gear. First you got to identify it, and then sometimes it's kind of tricky, and sometimes it won't, they can't use the gear you think they can, but you'll eventually be able to start upgrading their gear. But I wouldn't wait. I didn't want that stupid foil. I wouldn't waste a lot of time on their gear. I would just upgrade them. This is a witch, right?
Choose as you will. I offer no resistance.
I've gotten a lot of good gear from them though, especially early game. We're just gonna take, once you look at it, you got to kill it, or you got to take something. You got to do something. You got to attack it, because you lose the renown. And I don't know how great the renown is, especially once you get into late game. It may not even matter. But all I know is if once I look at them, if I don't kill them, I'm gonna lose renown, or if they kill me, I'm gonna lose renown. But I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen any benefit yet of the renown, unless it's just something that I'm just not noticing. Because for me, I haven't seen a big whoop-de-woo of renown yet, but that may be something that changes later game. $16, $16, $12. All right, getting there. I like the mercenary fights. I know some people are saying they're kind of repetitive, not very fun, but I've gotten some really good gear by doing them, so I've enjoyed it because of that basis. Okay, so we want to go in there, but I want to just grab XP. Right now we're at what? We're at level 74. It starts moving a lot slower this late in the game, so grab as much as you, kill whatever you can. All right, well, that's enough. Let's go. Wait, we did grab the, need to make sure. Yeah, we did. All right. I wanted to make sure we grabbed the waypoint, and I couldn't remember. Oh, I remember this fight. Ow, ow, ow.
Rest now, my brother. God shall be your judge.
That's right. God will be your judge. Bitches. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's the same thing. Desecration chamber. Yeah, it is. All right. Just wanted to make sure I didn't goof. Okay.
My mana is spent.
Okay. Threw mines down like crazy. And I see we missed a big area over here, so. Do you need minions damage for Templar? It depends. Like I'm using skitter bots, and I'm using, which he's disappeared. I see now, and I'm also using a golem. So I want minion damage or whatever I can get for my minions, but until you get something like that, you won't. It's not going to be something you're going to want to worry about early game. I mean, once you start getting, and it'll tell you. So, what am I want to look for here? Right, let's give an example. I don't think I have. Wait. It should say if you're using a skill, it should tell you if it's like, see right there at the top, spell, AoE, fire, projectile for this blazing salvo, spell, AoE, fire, projectile. If you're using a skill that has minion, it'll say minion there. If it could use minion abilities, then it'll tell you, and you'll know that you're now using something with minion. So let me see if I can find where I put it. Where? Oh, there, right there. So you can see up there at the top, it says minion for my summon skitterbots. It says trap, mind, spell, minion, cold, lightning, AoE, and aura. If you see that, then that means, yeah, you're using something that could use minion damage.
I am no beast of burden.
If that makes sense, I hope that helps. Because a lot of people ignore that. They go so fast, they don't notice that. But if you look at the top of every skill, it gives you an example of these are the things that you want: aura, spell, AoE, lightning. So you want lightning damage as much as you can for this lightning. For each different skill, it'll give you kind of a little breakdown, brief breakdown at the top, and it kind of gives you a little help on what you want to be looking for if you want to make that skill like really powerful. And you should see, and let me show you another trick that, not a trick, but some people don't understand it. So let me show. Yeah, we're full. That's what I was afraid of. You should also see, like here are my skills. You see these little letters down here? Look at for arc right here. And see up in it says LCVT, right? LVCT, right? Those are all the supports that are helping that skill. So here's arc, and all of these are helping it get more powerful. So when you see those starting to stack, the little letters down here, right? ZY, DN, it's telling you which ones you're giving a little bit of a boost to. What you are giving a boost to, if that helps, I hope. Kind of the support skills that you're using with it. I've always told people what a good thing to do when you're lazy and you're just laying in bed and you can't get to sleep or whatever is watch a couple early how-to videos on PoE, because it's explained much better in video than it is by somebody just typing up and you reading it. To be able to see what they're talking about, it helps a lot. And the game is, I don't want to say the game is confusing. I don't think it is. I think it's in depth. There's just a lot of things you can do, which to me I like, but I do understand that it can be a big thing. All right, Sanctum of Innocence again. So let's see what we got to do here. I think we're done here. Control blocks. It wants me to go to the control block. Oh, that's for that optional. Deliver the staff and find a way to destroy Kativa's horns. Kativa's horns should have been back there, I thought. Let's go trade this in first. Yes, if you want to make, like if I want to make this arc more powerful, the support gems I have to put in have to be in the same piece of gear and linked. Okay, they have to be same piece of gear and linked. So like here you can use 3 supports, and if I would do this link I could use 4 supports, and if I added another jewel here I could get more supports. And people have asked, how do you add, let me show you that as well. Let me just get this done here and I'll show you.
I have not been entirely.
Okay, so people have asked me, how do you get these? Because I said I made these links. Well, I got this piece, I think it was like 2, maybe 3 link. So you're gonna need, and this is why you've seen me, I've traded for bunches of them, and I've used a lot of gold buying them from the vendors every time I see them. Every single time these are gonna change the color of the sockets. And trust me, make sure you have a lot of them, because if you have something that you say, I need 4 blues and 1 red, and if you don't, and if you're already using it, it's got 4 blues, and let's say this is a green, when you start doing this, you're going to change all these colors, and they're going to cycle, and it's going to take a lot of them just to get it back to what it is. All right, so it's going to take a lot of these. That's why every time I see them in a vendor, I buy them, I trade for them, I do whatever I can, because I know early game I need a lot. You're going to need a lot of these. The orbs of fusing, they make these links, and oh my god, sometimes it just is just forever to just get, because it'll go back to 0 to 1 to 3 and just randomly, and so you need a lot of those. 28 isn't enough. If I started playing with this right now with 28, I'll screw myself. I will. I'll be screwed. Yeah, be careful, because it's easy to brick your build and you're in trouble then. You'll need a lot of these. These add these, okay? These jeweler's orbs add these sockets on your gear. Again, be careful, because when you use them, first of all, you got to make sure that when you do it, you take all it's got to be empty. All of these jewels have to come out. So when you use this, it'll do the exact same thing as all of these. It'll reset it to 0, 1, 0 for you. It's just a random thing that you just got to get. You got to have a lot, bro. A lot. Yeah, the fire totem is going to be great early game, bro. And if you can add some support to it, that fire totem is going to help you. Yeah, I don't want to show you, because it'll definitely, but let's see. We can do it this way. Watch. We'll do it this way. We'll do it like this. I can show you, but we won't do it on any of my gear, because it took me so long just to get this gear to what it is. I bought so many mats from vendors and trading. All right, so this piece right here, we'll play with this piece, right? So let's come up here. Right now you can see it's got 3. It's got a yellow, a green and a red, right? If I take this, I bring it over here, 2 green, 1 blue, 1 green, 2 green, 1 blue, 1 green. This is a bad example because there's only 2. So let's do that. That's how that works. So now let's do link. No link. Link. Now let's add a socket. Now it's going to get more interesting, all right? Because now look, now link is only linked with these 2. I want to link all 3 maybe. See? There, we got it. Second try. I don't think I can add any more jewels to that. Let's see. No, that's it. Now let's do the color again. Color. And this piece is maybe not the greatest example. Let's see, do I care about this piece? Nah. So here's another. Well, it's only 3 too, but anyway, that's how it works. Yeah, that's okay. I just wanted other people, because I've gotten so many questions about it. That's how it works. Let's say you need more these orbs of regret. These are what you're going to use for here. Let's say you made a mistake. You guys saw me the other day. We did make a mistake, and our gearing mistake happened. What happened was, and I've showed you this, that we put a piece in, we wanted to change this piece. And so we changed it. And when we changed it, it told me I didn't have enough dexterity to use it. And the piece that I had couldn't go back in, because it now registered that you need more dexterity if you used. This is a bug. I call it a bug that PoE has had for years and years and years. Let's say right now, if I changed something and my dexterity went down, I won't know until I go to change this piece, or if I do this and then try to put it back, it's going to turn red. And it's going to tell me you can't do it. And it's going to brick my character. So I had to come in here because it told me I needed more of something, whatever this was, agility, dexterity. It told me you have to have more dexterity. So I had to come in here and I had to refund, which is why you use the Orb of Regret if you don't have enough refund points. You use the Orb of Regret. For each orb you use, you get 1 regret point for in here, all right? So I then had to steal some points away from something else. I had to add this and give me this dexterity. Definitely was something I didn't plan on doing. It was a mistake that I made with my gearing. And I could probably take it away now, but let's see, because this is how you're going to find out real quick. I'm going to say refund passive. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to say apply the refund. And boom, see, it says right here, I need 28 more dexterity, or I can't use that one piece, whatever pieces that is. And if I want to see what those pieces are, it's going to tell me what required. You can see right there, dexterity's in red. Can't use that. Can't use that. Can't use that. Can't use that. I cannot use that. And I can use that. So, and I can use these. So, we're going to put that point back into dexterity. Say apply. And now I can use all of my gear again. So if you ever see where your gear is red and all of a sudden, and now you can't put it back in there, that's what's happened. And the easiest way to find out what it is that's causing the problem, the simplest way, is just do this. Most of the time it'll tell you in here in red. If not, start looking at your gear and look for anything that's in red across that where it says requires level 64. And it'll say gem, strength, dexterity, intellect. One of those is going to be red on somewhere. And you just need to go to your passive board, change it. That's why having orbs of regret are a good thing.
Go to battle.
The innocence at Kativa's horns. Okay, we're gonna go do that. Do we have enough? No, we didn't get rid of any of this stuff yet. Let's do that.
Bannon was a man whom I
hope it's helping you guys with the stuff I'm showing you. I might be confusing you more, and I don't want to be, but I might be.
for freedom.
If you can identify pieces before you sell them, it's always best. You're going to get the most value for them before you sell them.
Freedom comes to those who fight.
Okay, and I think this one we can sell. Yes. Say accept.
For freedom.
Go stash. We're gonna put this one in here. It's not something I need. This season I've only done a witch. I want to make a scion to do a flicker strike build. I think it would be cool. I don't know. I've never played it. I've always, like I said, I've always done witch, marauder, and ranger, always. Maps, it doesn't put this in here automatically, which is very strange. Only on maps. Iron ring, bleeding. Let's put this in here with all our other. And we'll put these in here because I'm going to look at those a little later. Yeah, oh yeah, the gambling gear is a good place to get some good early gear too. Really good gear. The gambling, awesome. They do a lot there for sure. Okay, let's go and get this done. The innocents at Kataba's horns. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Dummy. I thought Katava's horns was here in the Ravaged. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm like going, wait a minute. I thought it was not a very good marker there to show you where to go, but I thought it was here.
Bone and corruption shall not. I knew that you would find the path of righteousness once more, my Lord of Light. I shall be honored to fight by your side.
Great. Right by my side. Just great. I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think I really ever seen early game any really good boss drops. They were mainly, well, I mean, a lot of currency, it seemed like. And nothing pops into my brain that says, yeah, that's a place to go farm. Early days, early game years ago, there were some, but now I think it's pretty balanced everywhere.
Choose your fate.
Mercenaries, I've seen most of my unique drops come from mercenaries. A lot.
By all means, throw your life away. You are nothing.
She did some damage.
If it means that much to you, fine.
I think Malachi is a great boss, but you can't really, I mean, I guess you can't really farm the bosses because once you kill them, you kill them. You know what I mean? You can't go back to them and kill them a second time. I just always liked the Malachi fight. It's always been one that I've always used in my examples to people when playing Diablo 4. I've always told them that that's a real fight, Malachi. Diablo 4 bosses, they're all just Zerg. I mean, I like Diablo 4. I like it for different reasons, but they're just Zerg bosses. I mean, you just stand there and face tank every one of them and you're going to be fine. I mean, now they're starting to add uninterruptible phases to some of them that make them a little bit longer, I guess I would say. Is really still, they're still kind of Zerg bosses, but new expansion coming with Diablo 4 too in 2026, right at the first quarter, I think. I think it's might actually be more like Christmas of this year. We'll see, but I know that when I was in the partner program before I left the program, that was a huge discussion that they were having, was all about the expansion. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out for him. I actually made some comments to him during that time when I was in the partner program that I felt like the first expansion I didn't think was very good, and if you're not gonna make the story entertaining, it's just hard to recommend it. I'm asked all the time now, am I looking forward to season 9 in Diablo 4? And I'm like, well, no, because there's still no end game. There's nothing to keep me there. Like, this game has maps, Grim Dawn has Shattered Realm. You know, Lost Ark, you've got raiding. PoE 2, you got maps. Well, this game's actually got more than just maps. PoE 1, it's got maps, it's got heist, it's got mining, it's got all kinds of stuff that you can continue to do and enjoy with new content. You know what I'm saying? It's not kill Durrell 10,000 times. And now it's kill Belial, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense to go kill Durrell anymore. Just kill Belial. Oh, you're a strong little bugger, aren't you? Okay, there's the feeding trough. We're gonna go in there. A little early though, but yeah, we'll go in there. I think we're gonna have to come back to that though.
Shattered bones!
Go with God.
Okay, I want to go back here. About ready to level again, so is. So you follow these cracks. I don't know if you guys probably can't see it because I'm throwing so much stuff, but you see the green dot on the map in the corner, up in the corner. It's big cracks, like, I don't want to call it a crack, but that's what I'm calling it. And you follow that. It's gonna keep spawning junk. It's gonna drop good gear. We're gonna run back and get it all, but I want to keep it going for as long as I can. Yeah, there it's going there. It's still going this way.
My mana is spent.
And that's it. So now we dropped a lot of stuff. So we're gonna have to go all the way through it all. Murderous Eye Jewel. Morning, Exile. It's good to see you. So we got to go all the way back and follow that, because all you want to do is just keep following that green dot that it showed. And it's what it's doing is it's making like this, you can see right here, it's making this line, and as it goes, it's spawning enemies like crazy. And it drops really, really, really good stuff. Usually, I mean, most of the time I see it drop mythic. I want to call it mythic lists. Most of the time you'll see at least one piece drop like this, which is a good piece. But you'll get a lot of orbs. Let's just make sure we get everything picked up. I think that's it. It is. Let's go down this way. We didn't finish it. Gotta go that way. There's sin. Let's go down and get this first, because I'll forget. There we go.
This is it. It all comes down to this moment to finally put an end to Kitava.
Kitava.
Together we will save humankind.
Okay, let's go save humankind.
I shall strike you down.
There is a safe corner that you can not everything, but you can get away. You can get away from a lot of the stuff. Right over here. Usually, right over here is best. That's not a safe place to stand. There he goes. Just gonna do another swipe. Forgot about that one. All right, go, get out. Uh-oh. We were in the wrong spot for that. This should be about it. Oh, maybe not. Got a little bit more fight in him, doesn't he?
A new dawn arise.
Don't need any of this gear. Well, maybe gloves I'll look at, but I really don't need anything. We've already got all our end gear.
It's over. We emerge victorious.
We saved the world.
A fool's errand, yet somehow your courage has carried us through. I congratulate you, my friend.
Woohoo! Save the world. And oh, you know what? Well, we could have gone back there and ran a little bit more and got a little bit more XP to finish this off here, but we didn't.
Good tidings to you.
Set sail for Rias.
For no man.
By the light of Ramako.
There you go.
Innocence. You
Well, aren't you capable?
Didn't need to talk to you. And that should be it. Let me just check something. What's this? Time to sail. That's the Rogue Harbor, and this is a optional one that we could go do. Try to kill or search for the control blocks. I mean, we could go do it and get a little bit more XP if that's what we want to do. But we'll get more XP when we go run the Ascendancy too. So for now, should I? Why not? Maximum mana, 40 to maximum mana, regenerate 4.4 mana, -8 to total mana cost of skills, 8% damage taken recouped as mana. Not a bad ring. Okay, we've got this piece here, 14 strength, 60. This is what I'm using. This chaos damage taken over time, that would be good because chaos damage taken does not bypass energy shield, but minus, okay. And what about you? I think we want to use you. And all we have to do is add a link to you. It reduces my dexterity cost that I need. But I think we're gonna have to play with it. I need to do with that a little bit on a different time. Don't really want to waste. Whoops. Really don't want to waste time with it right now, but it is a good piece, so we're gonna stick that right there. And then we're gonna do this. It's a nice piece. And put you over here. And you we're gonna sell, but for now let's just do this. Let's go. Let's go to the control blocks. Let's go do this optional one just so we can level up one more time here real quick. It's not gonna take long. Stepped right in their junk. Oops, don't need to go that way. Just about ready to level. You can see it's just about ready to pop. There it is.
Your body is the canvas, my blade, the brush.
How do you summon the mercenaries you have to beat? So, okay, here's a mercenary right here, right? Let me show you. So if I go here to the mercenary,
Choice, after all.
I have to hire him,
The craft.
or I can take. So if I want to hire this mercenary, which I don't want to because I've already got my mercenaries. Well, I mean, what is this guy? Yeah, I don't need this guy. But and then when you want to hire him, you do like let's say I did this, and let's say I said I wanted to replace the guy I'm using right now. I would do that, or I can send him to reserve. Okay, and then once I send him to reserve, do this. I'm gonna say I can replace anybody I want here by doing this. See something. Let me check something first.
I eagerly await your decision.
Right now I'm using P2. So let's do this.
Choice, after
I'm going
all.
to send this. I'm going to hire this guy. And I'm going to say replace. And I'm going to replace this guy, Frederick, with him. With this dude. So I'm going to say dismiss. Says okay. And now I can fight this guy and he's going to replace him.
You fight well. Together.
Okay, so now he just went back to wherever he went back to here at the your home dock, right? Your home location. So when you go back to that home location, he's going to be on the map there. He's going to be standing in there, and then you run up to him and you can say invite, or and you can invite him, or you can dismiss the current person you're using. But you'll do an invite and then they'll come and join you. I hope that made sense. I hope. I started off using ranged guys with arrow bows, mercenaries early game because it helped them stay alive longer. And now I've kind of moved to a tank mercenary because he seems to be strong enough that he can take it. Before my archer started dying a lot, and here's the thing: if you start getting too separated from them, it's hard to keep them alive. They'll start dying a lot. So that's when you know, okay, I got to upgrade him, or I got to switch to a tank mercenary. I hope that makes sense. I need to get up there on the top here. Cool, Heartless. Good. Glad it helped. It's hard for me to know sometimes, and I'm better at explaining Diablo 4. It's hard for me to know if I'm explaining it in a way that people understand it, because I feel like I'm too familiar with this game, and so sometimes I'm kind of worried if I'm explaining it well or not. Because this game technically has been out since 2013, and I think I started playing it like maybe in 2015. That was a unique shield, and a shield is one of the pieces I'm looking to upgrade, but sometimes going to the uniques isn't as good of an idea as you think, because you're going to lose the ability to change it. And look, we're pulling in a lot here. This location's giving us a lot. Okay, we're getting there. I don't think we've killed this thing yet. No, killed Valena. No, we haven't. I don't even know where this chick is. Do not remember ever doing this. The layout of this place is always kind of crazy. Let's see. I think we're going to have to go. I think it's over here. I think we got to go through this door. I think. I might be totally wrong. This way. Come on. It's an optional quest, and I don't remember ever doing it, so. Let's go. Oh, well, this has got to be it. Right? Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, ow. I don't remember this fight.
Must have time to gather.
Get away from me. Okay. That was kind of cool. Didn't remember that fight at all. All right, so now we got everything is done. So let's go back. Okay, now we can. Oh, we have to turn it in, I think. To who? Maybe not. Oh, to Lanny. Lanny Bajani.
You return from your hunt. Remember, we do this for freedom.
Now we got 2 points to use.
Good tidings to you.
Let's roll.
Exile. Exile. Wake up.
Okay. Let's go grab this first before we pop her.
Kirak has requested your presence in the war room.
Yeah, Commander. We know.
It's through the tunnel.
Yeah, the tunnel. What's up, boys? What are y'all doing over here?
I should have never come back here.
I'm looking for... I'm looking for a couple gems still that I think are going to take me a while to get. Yeah. And then the other one is this one. Just two. I need these 2 gems. And they're going to take me a while to get. Bale Haste is green. Let's keep going. All right. Whole thing is located. All right, so in here is a whole mystery of stuff you can do, okay? We have Kirak's vaults right here. Vault 1, Vault 2. You're getting the end game now, okay? Vault 3, 4. Got lots of vaults. Kind of the season pass kind of stuff. This is what you're going to be doing in a lot here. All right? A lot of different rewards inside each vault that will unlock as you progress. All right, so that's that. And over here, let's come up over here. There's Nico from the mines. All right, you've got Nico here. He's over here hanging out. Everything is going to be in here. Okay, here's your, and this is what I was talking about. You can come in here and you can say invite or dismiss, and that way they'll join you when you fight. And this is going to be the map device down here. Again, you're at the end game right now. Okay, you got your map device is here. Okay, and now we can finally go.
My name is Johan, and I'm from the Far East.
Now we can finally go to King's March. Finally. This is a cool area too, and now they've expanded it, made it even better. All right. So one of the first things I want to do is I need to give this.
Next, you should keep
I
me
am.
surprised. Oh, Johan!
Okay, recruitment there. We have to.
Much to discuss. I'll handle things here.
Hello.
This guy, you can gamble, you can respecialize, you can go to the currency exchange. So this is a huge thing right here that Faustus offers. Yeah, right now this is kind of the end game. We're King's March, all of this stuff.
Happy hunting.
So now here's what I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna hire town recruitment because we got a mine here that I'm gonna hire. Let's see, rank 2, rank 1, smelt mining, and sailing. So we're also gonna have to hire farmers and all kinds of stuff.
They can start
We're gonna hire that. Gonna hire that. Okay, so now those are hired, and you're gonna want to constantly come back to this place.
The last thing we
Continue.
need to discuss is
Now I have to give this town money because they have to pay for all this stuff, right? So I'm gonna give it a lot of gold, almost all of my gold at this. Well, you know, we'll lower it down just to leave me with a little bit still. give them 30,000. We'll give them 28,000. All right. Okay. So now these are the different places, right? So if you click this, this is telling you that you got 0 miners over there right now. We just hired them, so they're coming. Map devices, shipping, disenchanting, smelting, farming. Okay, so now if we come, we got more here.
These beginnings may seem inauspicious.
All right.
Return soon.
And over on this side is going to be farming. Okay.
Hey,
All right. So now to do the farming, you're going to come to these areas here. Well, first, I think we have to do this. I'm not, well, I can't remember. Let's go this farming plot. Let's grow wheat here. There you go. And now all this is going to tie into other things here. I'm going to show you. Wheat there we did. Let's do corn here. Let's do pumpkin there. And let's do Oregoard there. And let's do Lusitanium there. And I know from past experience that wheat sells a lot. Wheat and corn. So we're going to do another wheat there. Okay, so now we have farm. And if I go back in here, I can't remember. Let's look. Can't remember if I have to hire farmers or if they automatically get hire workers. So we don't have any more recruits even able. Oh, there we go.
Let me just grab the next few.
So this guy can do shipping and smelting. This guy can do shipping and disenchanting. This guy can do farming. So this is a good hire. We want to look at the price, but he's kind of expensive, as you can see, because he's got 3 skills. But we're going to hire him.
I'll give them the tour.
Disenchanting. Another shipping. He's cheap. We'll take him.
Okay.
He's cheap. We'll take him.
That'll work.
And I want this disenchanter, I guess. All right. Now we're going to go to each one of the areas. All right. So now we've got farming. We hired a farmer. I don't know if he's going to show up yet or not. Sometimes there's like a lag. It takes like, you got to leave and come back. Where is it? Here.
What was I doing again?
This is an engineer.
With these facilities, any runners you assign will go through my place equipment in the recombinator. Like?
So now it just added that to my hideout. Okay. Recombinator. All right. You've got the harbor master for shipping. All right. We're going to add a crew member onto this boat. He's idle. You can see we're going to assign.
No, just leave the shipment there. It's not
We're going
like
to assign.
Let's get that.
We're going to assign.
We're not paying you.
And all right. Oh, I don't think I wanted to sign this guy here. Shipping. So we only have enough for 2 ships right now. We're going to have to get more. We've already assigned all the shipping ones. Okay. Now we can select a port. Select a port. These guys can start going right away. But they don't have anything yet to go and bring them. See? We'll go ahead and select. That way when they get the stuff, and look, there's all these ports. All right. Okay, now, oh, wait, I think we have to, is there something? I don't remember. Yeah, that's it here. Now we've got this over here. It's going to be smelting and first, let's go in here.
We haven't got anything.
This is the disenchanter. You can disenchant stuff here. What's going on now? Got more gold.
Return soon.
And I'm gonna give it right back to them.
I'll add it to our balance.
All right, and we still got more stuff here. This is a big place, and they've added to it since it first originally came.
There you are, hero.
Smelt the bar, continue, okay. Use the smelter, and if you come over here, oh, it's not available yet.
Hail.
We have to wait a little while. Farming, mining, there's our mining. Red gold, population. Okay. Here's a map device. Another map device. Here's your mining. So now you can change what they're mining. Okay, let me show you. Mapping, sailing. So I want this guy to mine this. I want this guy to mine this. We're going to need to hire more miners. I can tell you that for sure. And I want this guy to mine that. We got to put this guy over on the boat. Nope, sorry. Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, good. What do you need?
Shipping. Okay. I thought. Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind.
Let's get that loaded.
Okay, so we've selected port. Yeah, there is so much more to do in PoE1. This is why I always tell people, they always tell me, well, why do you like PoE1 better than PoE2? Right here. The end game content and PoE1, they've worked on it for 11 years. It is so, there is so much. And we haven't even gone and done heist. We haven't done any of that stuff yet. I mean, we have the ability to go do them. We just haven't done them yet. Only because it's not new to me. I've done them for so many times. And they are one of my favorite things, heist. But I just wanted to level. Yes, this game's end game content will keep you. The whole thing is getting there. All right, that's your goal, and that's why I've said about Diablo 4, guys, is there's no goal. There is no, what do I want to get there for? Why do I want to get to the end game content in Diablo 4 when all it is the same bosses and all you do, and they're the exact same every single time you fight them. It's over and over. Look at this content. Go to Grim Dawn and play Grim Dawn. It's got the end game content of Shattered Realms, which is so freaking cool. And actually, there's a new DLC coming out for Grim Dawn here soon. The same with, PoE2's got at least maps right now. And they'll be adding, there's going to be more to come with that, I guarantee you. What else? Lost Ark has got raids, multiplayer raids, tons of them. I mean, there's just so much, and yet Diablo 4 refuses to give us anything. In fact, what they keep saying is, well, Pit is the end game content. Well, that sucks balls, because Pit sucks. I only have to do it for...
It's all about marketing.
All right. So they're going to keep making you money over here. They're going to keep making me cash. All right. But they also cost cash to make, to keep rolling. So now all of my fields over here are growing. Oh, this will get shipping and get shipped out for my shipping. Now my mines are starting to get active over here. I've got 4 of 12 going, and we need to hire more miners, to be honest. But in fact, let's do that while we're here.
Yes?
Town recruitment.
Cornucopia.
So there you go. There's a very cheap one. Good one to hire. This guy's got double skill. He's a little more expensive. Let's re-roll. We want cheap miners right now. There's a really cheap one. We need disenchanting, mapping. Oh, I don't know if I care about those right. Well, mapping I kind of do. There's a cheap map. Oh, not so cheap. Mapping's expensive, huh?
Promising pick.
All right.
We've much to discuss. I'll handle things here.
So
Welcome.
we combine. Mapping. I don't have anybody assigned to my mapping. This is new. This is brand new. This wasn't there in the past.
Oh, good. More
Okay, I know I need to go to mining, which is up here. Where is it? Right there. Okay, we want to add this guy there. Okay. And we can add one more. And do that. Now we got this mapping dude. That's a brand new thing. I haven't seen how you add that yet. I don't see it anywhere on here to add him. There's got to be a way. I thought it was this guy, but he's with, apparently not.
Back to work.
Is it? No. Might have to do a little bit of research and figure that one out. There's no sign, no nothing over here. It's probably something really, oh, wait, it's probably down here. There we go. So each one of these map devices has an assign. Oh, see, that's so cool. I just think that is so freaking cool. Now, this is what one of their leagues was all based on, this King's March. And it wasn't completed. They didn't tie it really into the end game content very well. Having the ability to be able to make maps, oh, that's going to be huge. We need another mapper.
Let me just
I want a cheap one, though.
applications.
Those are all pretty freaking expensive, bro.
Let me just grab the next few applications.
I need this. I need one of these guys too, right? Disenchanting.
We can start immediately, and I'll
mapper.
get everything filled out later.
He's the cheapest one right there.
Couldn't have chosen better myself.
This will give us 2 map makers. We'll just have to go with that. You can't tell what maps to make, so I don't know how this works. This wasn't part of the earlier league when they introduced King's March. This is brand new to this. So let's see what they're going to start creating. It's going to take a while for it to happen. Disenchanter. So
Oh, it's you.
there you go. So you want to look for that little
decent choice.
This everywhere is where you're going to assign your workers, okay? This is new too, I think. I don't remember that being there. There's a few new things they've added to this now, which is cool. I don't remember. I do remember him being here. I don't remember the Recombinator though. I don't, for some reason, it's not popping in my brain. But
Come on, Isla.
anyway, this is part of the, this is part of the endgame content, King's March. Part of the endgame content is also here in the epilogue on Curry Shores. But everything that's here is, and see now you can go to Faustus here, you can gamble, you can respec, you can currency exchange. It's huge. Okay, where was it? And now you wait. Now you can manage town right from here. I think I can put him in my headquarters, in your headquarters too. No, you can't be robbed by other players. Yeah. Yeah, there is, but this is the end game content here. All right, so I can manage town from right here, and I can give him, if he needs more funds, I can do that from here. Faustus is cool because you can do where was it? Currency exchange. So now let's say you can choose what you want, and you'll get what you want and what you have. So you can say I want something, and I have these, and it'll tell you how to change it. Let me see if I can come up with one real quick here for everyone. Let's say I want a Regal Orb, and I have, what do I want to give up? Probably nothing really. Let's say, hey, I can choose one of these, and it'll make it happen where I can get that Regal Orb. I don't want to do it because I don't want to give up any of my stuff right now. All right, this guy is going to be Kirax missions. You're going to get maps here. All right. Okay, so now you got your maps. Your map device is down here. You can put your maps in and run maps. You're going to, more than likely, you're going to want to do this. You want to go to your headquarters or your hideout. I'm sorry, hideout. And now you can edit this. See, my layout is kind of screwy right now because I moved these guys around. So let's do edit. Let's say I want to move him. In there. So there's, he came in here, all right? And I don't want this. Like, let's say this. I don't want this. So I'm going to say, let me see if I remember how to do this. Delete. Delete. Okay, I brought one of my boys in here. Delete. There's one. Let's bring the other ones. It's a little bit easier to do it. Put him over there. So now I'm moving my mercenaries around, okay? So I can customize my hideout the way I want it to be. He didn't move, did he? Oh, that's because I moved my Recombinator, dummy. There's a Recombinator over here. Kind of unclutter this. Now let's move this. This is my relic locker. And then we'll move this guy. This guy, it's sometimes hard to get him. All right, there you go. I'm going to come over here so I can see. Okay, so there's my 3 mercenaries, right? So you can make these however you want. So I want to put, let's say, let's do this. Let's say I want, What do I want? How do I want to do? Let's look. Let's look. Let's put my. Let's do it like this. Let's say now if I want to add something, come here. Crafting bench is already in. All of these are already in. Right? Anything that's not red, right? Haven't encountered these yet, so can't. Okay, all this junk you can customize your hideout to be as cool as you want. You can have multiple hideouts, you know, and assign yourself different ones. But yeah, that's all of it. If you want to say, let's say you want, here you can filter. All kinds of different stuff you can do in here. Lots of stuff. Okay, a lot of different things you can do. Like I want to put, what am I looking for? Let's go here. And I didn't see it. I think I'm passing right past it. It's not one of those. Actually, it is. Oh, I don't like that placement. That didn't work too well, but that's all right. We got to move that too. All right, so there we go. So now let's do this. Let's move this. Actually, I don't know if we really need this. We'll get rid of it. And we'll get rid of this for right now. And we'll take this. And that's not going to be big enough because we're not going to be able to do that. It's going to get really crowded when the portals start coming around it. So let's go and edit so we can move around here. We gotta do this. Where to put it? Where to put it? I think need a big area. I think it's gonna be best right here. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna take this dork. This is another one that you're never going to use, ever. I don't even know why I have it in there. And those will leave there. And now we're going to take this. And it has to stay on my screen. That's the problem. Can't get it where I want it. There we go. Okay, that's a little better because the portals are going to appear outside of it. And it's going to get real crowded real quick if you're not careful. Okay, relic locker. All of this can move a little bit. Put that over here. Okay, there we go. And edit. And there you go. A little bit better layout, although I guess I'm a dork. All right, we'll leave it like that. That's good.
Hail!
All right, so now when you do a map, the portals are gonna give you plenty of room. You're gonna have plenty of space here. Not gonna have any issues. It's not gonna be overcrowded. Should work out good. All right, well, we now have everything done. We can start doing end game content. We'll be doing a lot of maps now. We'll be doing some heist. We're going to be doing some King's March, of course, as I just showed you. There's all kinds of stuff now. I've tried to show you how you can edit your own headquarters once you get your headquarters. And as you progress, things will unlock that you can add. Of course, you can't add the map device until pretty late in the game. And a few other things, but you'll see as you go. Crafting bench is going to be one of your most important things to use here. All right. It's going to be huge because you can do a lot of different changes. That's why you want to grab every one of those recipes. When you see them, you want to grab them. Okay, let's put this in here with my other unique gear. This is a weapon. Man, we got a lot of stuff there. Got another one here. Spirit shield, increased energy shield, maximum power charges, chance to gain a power charge on hit, increased spell damage per power charge. Lose all power charges on reaching maximum power charges. Shocks you when you reach. Yeah, I don't want to be using you, bro. Glad that you want to shock me and all this other stuff, but go away. All right, and stash. We're going to put this in there, this in there, this in there, this in there. We're going to sell that. And maps. We're going to go in there. So now we're starting to get some maps to do, which we're going to be doing a whole lot of that. A whole lot of that coming up. Yeah, there is a lot in common. Absolutely, SJH, a lot. And then there's also huge differences. Now, keep in mind that this game came about because developers left Diablo 2 after Diablo 2 was finished. They left that development team and they came and created this game, PoE 1. All right. And of course, now we've got PoE 2, but that's how this game came about. And even before, was it before? Or maybe, I think it was before, one of the very first ones. I honestly advise everybody to try Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn is cool. And considering that Grim Dawn was developed in like 2005 or 2006, maybe, one of the oldest ARPG games out there, it is awesome. It was way ahead of its time. It's got tons of DLCs for it. There's a new DLC coming out for it this year. And then, of course, the one that I'm looking forward to the most right now is Chronos Odyssey. Chronos Odyssey, ooh, baby, it looks good. All right, guys, I'm going to give it a call for this. We're going to go ahead and end it here now. We'll be back again tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time. and we'll start running some maps. We'll start having a blast. Until then, please, 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 as always, be safe.